Good morning, friends. Let's have a global market checkup from the advisory desk. The US markets ended down almost 70 points. Dow Jones closed 70 points down. Whereas the Fed minutes also meeting that says that the bond buying program, which is the stimulus, might be ending by October-November period of this year. So that has laid expectations that sooner or later even the interest rates might go up. We saw some kind of profit booking happening in the emerging markets after this announcement yesterday. And so the result is that the kind of the free printing buy money, which is kind of flowing into the emerging markets, would sooner or later end. And that's the reality that every market has to accept it. Coming back to the Indian market, the SGX Nifty right now is 17 points up. It's kind of on the same lines with the Asian markets, which are trading mixed, almost flat to positive. Hang Seng Nikkei up almost about 50 points, whereas Shanghai is kind of flat. Yesterday on the buying kind of provisional figures, the FIIs and the DIIs were both buyers. Although the quantity were much less compared in the previous session estimates. FIIs bought almost 160 crores. And DIIs almost to the tune of 40-45 crores, provisional figures. Friends, what we're seeing is that we saw the budget yesterday. It was kind of sticking to the basics, not much fanfare. He gave something to the kind of the employees, which they are working on the populist measures, as well as to some industries which cheered, and the market saw a very volatile trade yesterday. Today is a new day. The budget is now again over. We might see some kind of new kind of coming in the research ideas. So this is all from the global market checkup. I'll give it to the Sadhana for the derivatives market. Thanks.
Good morning, friends. Let's have a view on derivatives. Yesterday, after a cautious start, market entered into a red terrain ahead of the budget. But later, market showed strong recovery and bounced back from the day's low as Finance Minister impressed the market investors. And in last hour of the trade, we have seen that market paired all of the gains and Nifty closed the session with a marginal loss of 0.29%. We have seen the movement of approximately 300 points. In spite of a huge volatility, we have seen marginal 0.89,000 shares were added in Nifty futures and Nifty futures price decreased by approximately 0.30%, which is clearly indicating that short positions were built up in yesterday's trade. Along with cost of carry decreased by 31% from 2.99 to 2.04%, and Nifty futures premium decreased from 13 points to 8 points odd levels. On the options front, PCRS decreased from 0.72 to 0.79, which is clearly indicating that call option has added good number of shares in yesterday's trade than put option. Volatility also decreased significantly by 16% from 19.18 to 15.97. In yesterday's trade, we have seen that call option 8000 still stands with highest number of shares in open interest. More than 99 lakhs contracts are available, followed by 7800 and 7700. And in put option, yesterday's trade, we have seen that 7600 put option has seen a reduction in open interest, and that activity is shifted to 7500 and 7400. But as of now, 7500 still stands with highest number of shares in open interest. There are two securities in ban period today. One is Dish TV, second is GMR Infra. Yesterday, FIs were net sellers of 57 crores in DEX futures. They were net sellers of 592 crores in DEX options. They were net buyers of 1000 crore in stock futures, and they were net sellers of 18 crore in stock options. Our 5-day CVM stands at 7670. Lower range for the market would be 7450. As yesterday we have seen that market has broken the important support of 7500. So now next 7450 would be act as a crucial support going forward. And higher range would be 7814. Singapore Nifty is up by 17 points, which is at 7562. Actually it is down by 10 points from our closing. We may see marginal flattish to positive start in Nifty futures today. That's it from derivatives. Thank you.
Hello friends, let's have a pre-market action checkup on first we start with the actionable ideas, then the watch list and the news and updates. On the actionable ideas, first we'll start with the long ideas, and the first one we have is Kotak Bank, CMP 866. The RBI allowed the overseas investors to kind of buy more shares of Kotak Bank. Shareholding by the FIs under the PI scheme in the bank has gone below the prescribed limit. So they can buy more shares of Kotak Bank. Action long Kotak, stop loss 848, target 892 and 908 on the upside. Next to Tata Motors, JLR and Range Rover kind of sales has again beaten the market estimates. Jaguar was sales up by 15.5% to 7595 units, whereas Range Rover 17.8% YOY to 31999 units. So it's mostly led by the Asian markets. Based on this action, long Tata Motors stop loss 444, target 467 and 475 on the upside. Next long idea, Indian Hotels, CMP is 108. They have sold their Blue Sydney Hotel to Australia Hotels and Resorts for 176 crores. The investment has been undertaken as a part of the kind of Taj Group to only concentrate on the core markets and to create liquidity to fund the company's ongoing expansion plan. Action long Indian Hotels, stop loss 106. Target 111 and 113 on the upside. On the watch list for today, we have stocks with positive bias: Syndicate Bank, Tata Power, IOC. On the stocks with negative bias, we have CESC. Key highlights of the budget speech yesterday by the FM. Just to list a few: no big bang proposals, but a well-grounded budget with a focus on boosting confidence of investors as well as corporate. A lot of kind of initiatives have been done to boost the equity markets. Kind of one account opening form for all the kind of trades that the customer wants to do, and one demat account which will rest all the kind of shares and other commodities. Lastly, the finance minister's honest has shown intention to improve the quality of the kind of infrastructure. He has a high allocation towards the roads, railways, ports, etc., which is the need of the hour for the Indian economy. On the flip side, there's on the negative, finance minister fell short of expectation on repelling of the retrospective tax, which was much expected by the MNCs. Lastly, the gross market borrowing figure is marginally higher at 6 trillion rupees. Though the finance minister aspires to limit fiscal deficit 4.1% of the GDP. Overall, the budget is positive for the equity market. Steps taken for the foreign portfolio investors are matured and they are going to benefit in the long term. Also given some tax exemptions for the salaried middle class people, which is kind of giving more income in the hands of the people after the tax slab is raised from 1.5 to 2.5. Now with the major policy budget behind us, corporate earnings expected to show signs of a pickup and valuations at a comfortable level. So all eyes will be on the quarter results, which starts from tomorrow. Key gainers from budget proposal: IDFC, DLF, IRB Infra, Container Corporation, Gateway District Parks, Relaxo, Bata, BEL, IDFC, Aditya Birla Nuvo, and Max India. Key losers are ITC, VST Industries, and Titan. Government will release the IIP data for today for the month of May. Expectation is 3.5% according to Bloomberg consensus. There is a positive from a year earlier versus 3.4% positive in the month of April. On the other news and updates, Sun Pharma's Caraco recalled 26,500 bottles. Stability results found that antidepressant didn't meet the drug test, so they are calling back to ensure the quality doesn't happen. That's it from the pre-market. Have a good trading session.